Today I'll teach you how to populate GridView using Entity Framework in ASP.NET. So before starting the tutorial, I will explain you some important details about Entity Framework. Entity Framework is a database connection framework which is used to connect the front end, which is your program. It can be ASP.NET, it can be a Windows application, to the database, which is SQL Server or whichever database you are using. So let's move to the Solution Explorer. Now I'll right click the project and click on Add New Item. Now here I'll select edu.NET Entity Data Model and I'll give a suitable name to it. Now I'll click on Add. I'll click Yes on this dialog box. Next you need to select the EF Designer option and click on Next. This is the data connection window. Here I'll click on New Connection. In the server name text box, you need to specify the name of your SQL Server instance. Now as you can see, I am putting the username and password of SQL Server in the authentication section. As you can see, I am connected to the Northwind database. On the right hand side, you will see a link to the video which explains how to download and install Northwind database. Now I am testing the connection. As you can see, it is successful. Now I'll click on OK. Now as you select the database, the name of the connection string in the web.config is also changing. Now you need to click on the Yes option, which means that the username and password will be saved in the web.config file and it won't be encrypted. After doing that, you need to click on the Next button. Now here you need to select the version of Entity Framework you want to use. I am selecting 5.0. Then click Next. Here all the tables, views and stored procedures of the Northwind database are visible. You need to select the items which you want to use. I am selecting Customers table. As you can see, the customer entity data model has been created. So with this we complete the configuration of Entity Framework and now it is ready to use in our application. So let's start. First I am adding a GridView control. I am setting the auto generate columns property to false. Now I am adding columns to the GridView control. I'll be adding some bound field columns, customer ID, contact name, and country. All these columns belongs to the customers table of the Northwind database. So our GridView is ready. Let's move to the code behind. Now inside the page load event handler, I am writing the if notice post back condition. So as you can see, I am creating an object of Northwind entities class. I'll be making use of link query to select top 10 records from the customers table of the Northwind database. So as you can see, I am fetching the data from the customers collection of the Entity Framework and then I am making use of take function to select top 10 records and it is assigned to the data source property of the GridView. And finally, the data bind function is called. So with this we complete our programming part and now it's time to run our project and see it in action. As you can see, the GridView is populated with data. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon. Goodbye.